Hey, good morning, Apexes. This is Tom here, giving you a little quick shout out on the market and the account, kind of let you know where we are and where I see things going. Our account ended last week at 73,874, 873. We did add a few more positions on, and again, it looks like we cannot get over 75,000. So since it's coming up to the end of September, getting into October, we're gonna probably start putting in some stops because October could be a very hectic month. All right, Lang, we're up over 400%, and we've had a nice gain on that one, and hopefully it's gonna break over. I'm looking for it to break over 33. If it doesn't, then I'll get with Eddie on that one. Facebook is looking good. I think we added, what did we add? Can't remember here. Let me just bring it down just a tad here. We added SunPower. And I'll go into that one in a few minutes, and why, and we're going to put a stop in if it doesn't do what we think it's going to do. Okay. There you have it, and we're looking real nicely. I think we're positioned nicely. So let's just start talking about the market real quick here and kind of see where things are with the stock market. I think I'll start off with that before I go into our accounts here a little bit, okay? All right, we have our market is selling off. The bonds are going up, so which means then when money comes out of the stock market, it goes into the bond market for safety. And we're looking for the bond market to get a little rally going here, at least go up to the 200-day moving average, which means we're expecting the stock market to come down and break. It hasn't broke the 50-day moving average yet, which is green. And it's red now. It was green here just 2 weeks ago, remember? And now it's green. Now it's red. And I think weekly it is still, let's look at the weekly side real quick. Let's look at the weekly side real quick and see where we are weekly. Yeah, we're still green on the weekly. Okay, so I'm looking for maybe a small pullback and or major sell-off. Okay, I still think Bernanke is going to do whatever he can to push the market up, so we may get a nice pullback to start with. Let's see, this is daily. And then the market can resume its upward momentum. So I'm not quite sure where it's going to go. All I know is this is the line in the sand down here. It may come back down here and test that. Okay. Gold is selling. Well, gold is red. Okay, so we're going to sell off in gold and materials. The dollar is tanking. Okay, and the bonds, not the bonds, but the interest rates are coming down. Now remember that Bernanke decided not to do anything, and so he's gonna still buy up the bond, the house mortgage bonds for the housing, and put that money back into the economy. So this is why the interest rates are dropping, and the dollar is dropping. But I'm looking for the dollar to start rallying here. Okay, so in summary, market is selling off, bond market is going up, and this might be the way it's going to be between now and the end of the year. Don't know how far it's going to go. Okay, so let's kind of go into our account here a little bit. And Apex, Apex charts. And let's go over a few of the stocks that we have. We did buy SPWR for energy play, and it was acting real strong this past week in terms of energy. So we decided to get our position back with a stop at around 22, and I think we got that stop in. So if it's going to do what we think it's going to do, we should be able to get a lot of our money back that we had in that one. Okay, so let's just start off with that one because that's the last one that we added. Okay. And I think I sent everybody a video out on this one and the reason why we got back into it. Okay, so just go back through that video. All right, but anyway, let's see. Uh, let's do something real quick here. Okay. Here's our last high of $28 a share, and this is our previous low. Okay, so the reason we got back in it, this retracement here, first of all, it's sold off because of bad news in the solar section. Okay, but it took our stock down also, so we got out. All right, but last week the stock came back to a 61.8 retracement, and it's challenging a 7.8 retracement. So we're looking for it now to take out this high and go on up. Now, if it does that, then we're looking for this stock here to potentially go to, let's go to a monthly. Okay, we're looking for this stock to potentially go to back up to the $100 area. Okay, and if it did that, then it's going to be a 400% return for us, and we should be able to get most of the money actually all the money back that we lost at it. Okay, all right. So that's the play for right now, and we'll see what's happening. So this is going to be the trick right here. If we can get through this, the 78, the 178 or $26 area, and continue to go up, then we know we're on the right side, and then we should be able to get a lot of our money back. Apple is in a holding stage right now. It's still green on the weekly and it's still green on the daily. So I'm looking for a small pullback in this area to test the 50-day moving average, and then I'm looking for a pop-up. Okay, so I think we still should hold Apple. Bank of America. It was green weekly, and looks like it's just beginning to turn red this week, and it's going to challenge this uptrend. We're already red on a daily basis, so we've already taken some off, and I think our line in the sand is right around $12 on that one. Okay, so we're looking good there. Salesforce.com is a small one that we just added. I think we only have about 5 shares of it. Green on the weekly, green on the daily. This one had very good surprise earnings, so we're looking for more growth out of that. Broil, we've doubled down on. This is the natural ETF for natural gas. I think it had a squeeze on it on a monthly and a weekly. I think it was the monthly squeeze. So monthly squeeze is on the UNG. That's right. Monthly squeeze on the UNG. So let me just bring that up real quick. And so we're looking for, in other words, monthly. It's a monthly squeeze on UNG, which means that there's accumulation of natural gas. Yeah, you see the squeeze right here. So anytime you got a squeeze, it means that the range of trade is very small, and that means the big boys are buying it up. Okay, so every time it goes high, the big boys come back in and buy. So it's the range that is traded in. Okay, so we double down on that and hope that we can get our money back once it pops up. Okay, so the squeeze is very good. So that one's looking real good. Let's see. Let me going down here. I think we have, let's be right. Lang's the next one. Lang is looking real nicely. Actually, it's breaking out to a new high. We're green here on the weekly and green on the daily, and it's approaching this new high. I'm hoping that it'll take this out. If it takes this out, then it's off to the races for that one. So that was looking good. GIMO is still holding up its support. It's a little red here on the daily and the weekly. I can get it to come up. Not showing anything on weekly, but it's holding up support. So that one's looking great. H Healthways, I think had a small sell-off. Yep, we bought it at 16, I think it was. Went to 22, so it's holding up right here. We bought at 16.97, so it's holding support. It's just turning back green, and I think we're green weekly. Right, so we're looking good on that one. PANW, we had thought about selling this one, but we decided to hold it, so we're still keeping an eye on it. I was expecting it to break this trend line by now, but it hasn't. Still has good earnings on this one, and but this might be one that we may just go and take the profits on, and just get out of that stock there. Okay. Facebook is just performing extremely well. We bought this one. Initial buy was back here down at $25 a share. Okay, so we rolled it up. We bought the first pullback. I think it was right here or right there. Yeah, we bought the first pullback right around 39 once it broke out there. And so that gives us an average price now of about, I think it's about $34, somewhere around that range. Okay, so we're already up to $50 in this one. So Facebook is looking real good, and I'm looking for it to double from here. So this one should go to a little bit more before come back and test this line here. Okay. Let's see. SPLK is one that we also own. This one, I think it deals with the computers talking to each other. I can't remember. But anyway, it's green weekly and daily, so it's doing well. And EJ, let's see, EJ was one other one. OPK. I was thinking that we own. I think we was waiting on it. So one of the last ones is EJ. EJ is that we're trying to use this one to help fund our way to Washington next year, hopefully. And I sent y'all a video out on that one. They deal with the advertisement. They have an online service. They deal with the real estate in China. Okay, and so they had dynamite earnings, surprise earnings. So go back through the video on that one that I sent you. Looking for it to pull back to right around 8-ish. But we do have an order to buy more. If it spikes back down here to $6 a share, then we're loading the boat up for 400 more shares. That's gonna give us about $1,000 in it, and then we're gonna ride this one straight up. Okay. It has some squeezes on it. This is the reason why we like it, and they hadn't fired yet. Actually, just fired. Okay. So weekly squeeze, very powerful move. So we're looking for this to continue to go higher for at least 1, 2, 3, at least 8 more dots here. Okay, so we might get a small pullback before it continue to go up there. All right, there you have it, Apexes. I think we're looking real nicely in terms of the account. We should be doing good. I do want to go over a few other things. The short side of the market. Okay, now we're getting into October here, and so I don't know what it's going to hold, but on a daily basis, the SPX is beginning to turn up. Still red weekly, and still red daily, but we're going to keep an eye on things. And so my goal is to not for us to take too big of a hit, and to try to and make money on the long side if the market turns. Okay, this is the banks. The banks don't turn green. This is short the banks, and this is but it's still red in the weekly basis. And the last one was DXD, which is the short side of the Dow. Okay, it's green on a daily basis, but on a weekly basis, it is still red. Okay, so we're just keeping an eye on that, and we'll be putting some stops in, and so that we can get in on this side. Okay, enjoy it.